What is up, everybody? How's it going? We'll get started here probably in about a minute or two. I'm just going to let people fill in. And we'll be doing yet another Friday design review. Say hi in the chat, all that good stuff. And also start submitting your designs, but I'll go over this here momentarily. What is going on with my chat? It's not showing up. Oh, there we go. How's it going, Abdullah, Edgy Park? I see some familiar names. Why is Super Chat unavailable in my country? I don't know. Certain countries just, I don't know, don't get to pay me, apparently. All right, so 30 more seconds. And we will start yet another design review. Hello, Saeed. George, thank you. All right. Okay, let's get started. So, as always, this is the Negative Space, which is just a show name. I'm not negative usually with these design reviews, but basically you submit your designs in my Discord server. It's the very first link in the YouTube description. Click on it, join the server. It's a design course, aka Coursetra. I really need to fix this branding up here. I have two fucking different names. Anyhow, and what you do is you click on the review submissions channel and you submit your design, your recent design work that you've created. And this could be a UI design, UI, UX, whatever. This can be identity design, like logo design. This could be anything that just has to do with aesthetics, not code. I don't do code reviews on this. That would be really boring, and I wouldn't have enough time anyways. And so, yeah, just any type of design, submit it here, and I will get to it within the course of an hour, if I have enough time, in the order that they were received. However, you can send a super chat here within the YouTube chat window. If you have this little money icon, super chat, and then you just specify your Discord username right here, and then specify the amount. It's nice, if you want to, you can send $500, but no, that's never happened. Nowhere even close. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So also from last week, Sir Exotic is helping me again, which makes my life so much easier than trying to sort through all the submissions. So thanks very much for that again. All right, so the first one is from Hanson. Okay, so let's check this out. Yeah, I'll open it. It's going to open on another monitor because I don't want trolled. All right. Okay. Not much happening here in terms of this UI. But then again, that's quite okay. This looks like, okay, it just looks like a custom blog, although it seems like I've seen this sort of layout before. Hopefully this isn't some sort of, template, because I really stress, if you're going to submit a design review, it's something that you should have designed. Either way, let's just click on one of these. Yeah, this is dead super simple. And assuming you did design this from scratch, okay, it would be nice to have maybe a little bit more branding instead of just having your name right here. It's a little monotone. So for what it is, though, in terms of typography, visual hierarchy, you have it all going here. So yeah, I'm not even going to bother rating this because I do a 1 through 10 rating, just because there's really not that much here. But for what it is, it is solid if you're trying to keep it plain and simple. Maybe I will do a rating on this. What do you guys think in the chat? From a 1 being the worst and a 10 being the best UI design you've ever seen, what do you guys say from 1 to 10? And then I'll give you my review in a second. 6, 5. See, I don't agree with it being just 5. I think it's higher. It's higher than that because it's doing everything that is here. It is doing correct. Yeah, like there's nothing wrong here at all. But it is just very minimal. So I can't give it like a 10 because it's not pulling out all the bells and whistles. So I'm just gonna say, probably like, oh shit. My rating system is not going to work right now because I am completely using the wrong template. Oh well, I'm going to say a 7. We don't get the cool animations today. Motherfucker. All right. Thanks for that. So I'm going to say like a 7. All right. Let's go on to the next. I am Groot. This is not the best work, I know. Please suggest some UI changes, some examples. I tried Dribbble and Landbook.com, but nothing relates to this type of business website, a supplier's theme. All right, let's give it a shot. Hey, Arabic Design Academy, don't spam the same thing over and over, man. All right. I'm not going to be answering questions when I'm trying to do this anyhow. Go into the Discord server and ask. All right, so this is I Am Groot's design. All right. Okay, that's going way too fast. You got to slow that down. Also, a big no-no I see. It looks like the text that you have in here is actually a part of the image. You don't want that. You want that to be actual HTML text. So like an H1 element. That's what I would use for that. So you don't want to do that, and you definitely want to slow it down. The typography color here, I'm not sure if there's enough contrast on these. Let's get our contrast tool. Let's select auto. No, it's inspect. These are kind of messed up. Yeah, this isn't going to work, unfortunately. But I'm telling you right now, you need to increase. You have to make it a little bit darker, these values up here. Coming down. All right, this section's okay. Good white space in the middle here. Good type. This is fine. All right, this is a little bit off to me, this container. What I would do is add, if you're going to keep it this container's this big, which is fine, add more white space in the middle, which means more padding. So if I get out my developer tools here, and let's see here, select the inside of this, we want to add padding to this, like 0.5 EM maybe, no more than that, like 1.5 EM. Now look at that. That just looks so much better with that white space here as opposed to the limited white space here. So you want to improve that. Products, okay, this is fine. Give people an indicator that you can actually click on these. Put like a down arrow, perhaps. That way they understand that there's more things that they can click. This is good. Testimonials. This doesn't look like a testimonial, honestly. This looks like a certificates of some sort. So I would change up this area. I just did a video tutorial last week or this week, I forget, on doing a custom carousel, which is perfect for testimonials. That's the context that I used it in, so look at that. More space between this section and this section. Push this down more. Otherwise, this is all pretty good. This is a good section as well for the form. Easy to understand. All right, so there's a good amount of things that are happening here that are correct, and then there's just some things that are also incorrect, especially this section up here. So what do you guys think? Is rating of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best? Let me know. All right, so we got a 6.5, 8.57, 5.7. Yeah, I'm going to say, judging it as a whole, I'm going to say 6.8. I'm so mad I don't have my custom animations. Shit, oh well. Yeah, like 6.87, yeah. Like this part, this is like a 3, so it's like that's dragging it down. So in terms of the score. Submission 3. This is whatever that name is. I think my portfolio looks kind of boring and not sure what to change. It's in Danish. All right, let's open that up. Okay. By the way, guys, if you do want me, I'm not going to be able to get all the review submissions. If you do want me to review your site or your design, click the super chat, send a monetary amount, which is also goes for my margarita fund, my girly margarita fund tonight, and mention your Discord username. Let's get over here. All right. Okay. What was that? Okay. What is happening here? Okay. Let's refresh just to see what happens initially. Yeah, we'll translate it. We got double arrows right here. I'm sure that's not supposed to happen. I'm not even going to critique that. I know that's probably not in intention. Okay. Oh, I see what it is. These are portfolio works that are worked into the hero section in a carousel. Okay. Don't do that. I would completely not do that at all. I would put something else if you're going to have a carousel. Yeah, this especially... completely. This is from 1998 style design. I would not include that. Let's scroll down. This is my website. Completely change this right here. This type. People know it's your website. You don't have to say that. I mean, if you're going to have a headline, make it a good headline. Look into ad copy. Also, there's no white space here. You really need to push things down. These large icons right here completely. They consume, they really, in terms of visual hierarchy, they're demanding all the attention, but nobody cares about this. Nobody cares about this. Potential clients don't really care about the tools you use. They want to see the results that you produce, all right? So here's what I would suggest for you. Go back, like somebody mentioned before, there's a site called Landbook. This has a lot of really great landing pages based on modern UI design. And you can get, oh God, there's the Mac Pro. Don't even get me started on that shit. But yeah, there's a ton here that will really give you a solid idea. And then what I suggest doing is taking a few of these and just as a matter of practice, copy them. There's something that happens in your brain that develops these certain connections, and I've done a video on this as well, where it'll work into your muscle memory and make you a better designer if you simply copy pixel by pixel all the elements that are a part of a regular design. That's going to help you when you really, go to seriously design your own projects or projects for clients, become a better designer, just as a matter of repetition and copying good solid design. All right, so that's my tip. So yeah, we'll do a rating on this because you did submit it. So what do you guys say on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best? What does this person deserve? -2. Okay, we got a 2.5. 1. I mean, I'm trying to look at the positives here. The header, it actually isn't that bad. It would be nice if this was bold and a little bit separated from this type over here, but yeah, we got some issues here. So I'm going to say we're going to give this one a 2. Yeah, a 2. But definitely, whoever submitted this, do what I said, and it's going to help you a lot, tremendously. All right, submission 4. Sir Exotic is on top of it as always. All right, so this is from Rohit. I don't even know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry, man. Assuming you are a man. In this day and age, you don't know who's what though, in terms of gender. All right, so this is just a mock-up. Oh, okay. How can I scale this down? Okay. All right. Okay. I like the image here, the background image. There's one main issue though. The watch trailer thing is hard to see. So what I would do instead of this is fill this, instead of having just the border with this pink color, fill it completely with pink and then use the white text on top. And that way you have a nice contrast for your type, which is watch trailer. People will very easily be able to see. Plus, it will just stick out more as, I mean, just like this. It would be exactly like this. And the fact that you have two of them is okay. This is a little bit bigger, so it'll work. Let's come down here. All right, so new trailers. A little bit hard to see these. I guarantee this would probably fail on the contrast. Let me try something with this. I know it's not going to work because this is just an image, but we can do it manually. Pick. Can we do that? Oh, it's going to be too hard. It won't scroll up. Well, either way, you're going to have to increase the contrast, so make these lighter, or at least the titles lighter. All right, I like this section. This is nice. Good separation, thumbnails. This is nice. All right, there's an app. Here's a player screen. Yeah, this is all pretty solid here. Might want to try to work in a way to separate these elements, these type-based elements, in some manner, because it does look a little bit cluttered in a sense. So you could do that through like containers, like you could encase maybe the middle one in buttons, or a whole container that spans the whole width that's maybe just slightly lighter than the black background. But yeah, other than that, this is pretty solid. What do you guys think? Scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. Oh, thank you very much, George. We got a super chat. Awesome. So he goes next. So Sir Exotic, get him ready to rock. All right, so somebody says, let's see, people are saying 5.86, 6.4, 8.7. I'm going to say, yeah, I'm going to say 7.7 for this. Pretty solid. Highest rating so far today. Awesome. Okay, let's continue on. Yeah, he's working. I know. All right, so the super chat is from George. Thank you very much. Awesome for the super chat there. Let's look at this one. All right. Kepler, oil and gas. All right. Let's check out the contrast real quick just for this section. Let's inspect here. And oh, it's saying this one, because I'm hovered over it, it's not going to work. Yeah, the non-hover version might be on the border. I'm not sure. Might have to make these a little bit, just a tad bit darker, and then perhaps the one that is currently selected, you can differentiate that by making it bold from the rest. This right here, I'm not sure about this effect. You have this little JavaScript-based animation that's occurring on the headline, and they show up real fast, and then they fade out too fast. I would really say, let me translate this. It would be a good idea to rethink this. Yeah, I'm not too much of a fan of how it goes from here to here to here. Maybe make them stay in the same area on the same line. That way you're not throwing off the layout a bit when they come in. All right, so let's continue on. All right. More white space from this right here. You're a little bit too close, especially given the amount of space you have available, at least on this viewport. See, like if you get to here, it's kind of okay. You still need to push it over a bit because there's more space on the side. But let's continue on. Politics. All right. Yeah, this isn't bad right here. I would probably left align this. This all has a nice solid column right here. And this is a nice solid column right here. And then this being center just throws it off in my opinion. So left align that. All right. Push these labels down. They're too close to the icons. This is a pretty good section. Nice white space right here. A lot of room to breathe. Not sure about the type though, both in color and in weight. I'm not sure if I would make it so bold. You could possibly, but I would also probably make this larger and probably white as well. Let me see. Let me try real quick just to see here. All right, we'll make this white, and then let's test these real quick. Font weight. I think this is much better. Yeah. So if we take this here, we put margin top 2 EM, maybe 1.5 EM. That, in my opinion, is better than what you had before. So if I refresh, you'll see the old version. Yeah. What do you guys think? Do you agree? I think it's good. This is kind of a mess. There's yeah, again, this is too close to the icon. I'm not even sure what's happening here. Let me translate again here. Petroleum products. Yeah, it's just kind of all over the place. I would try to rethink of how to get this in without having 4 different columns each with a different colored label, real close to an icon. I would try to rethink this. I'm not sure how you would do it off the top of my head, but I would rethink that, yeah, for sure. Let's see here, Kepler News. See, one thing that throws off the layout based on how you're laying these, positioning these, is you have this column clearly defined here by the left of the headline, and then you have this space right here. You want everything to be on the same area in this context. I would rework the thumbnail here just because it looks like type, and then type is type there, so it's really throwing off the flow. Like, this is a lot better right here, so I'd really choose the thumbnails a little bit better. If you're gonna have like this little sub caption right here for any options or whatever, style those differently. So I'd make these bold. Yeah, at the very least, make those bold. It'll make the label stand out more. Submit, got to work on that button right here. Oh, I can see it's kind of probably just naturally faded out because you don't have all the required elements here. Let's see what happens when we do. Yeah, so you make it stand out a little bit more, but it looks cheesy and old. The old style with the emboss effects. So I would rework this button, simplify it a little bit more. All right. Oh, definitely have white space on the top, so padding on the top, just like you have at the bottom. All right, so what do you guys think for this this design? Is 1 being the worst, 10 being the best? We're at 23 minutes already. 455-45250. Okay. I'm gonna say for this, I'm gonna say like 5.5, 5.6 or so. All right. Thanks for that submission. iSpace is next. We got Behance. All right, adapter website concept design. This is kind of hard for me to follow because I don't know what part is the design and what is just a presentation for Behance here. Like, it looks like there's this, the UI design starts here, but then what's that over here? I don't get it. Yeah, this is all. This is, unfortunately, this is there's Montserrat. This is really hard for me to follow. Yeah, because I don't know what's happening, like where the design starts. Like, is this a part of it? My main goal was to make an attractive design. Okay, well, This looks like it has potential right here, but I just don't know where the UI design is. I would rework this big time, just because it seems all over the place. Trying to be unique with it, which is fine, but it's honestly confusing me. I've never seen it before, and it's just confusing to me where the UI design actually is. I know it starts here. That maybe it's just a small blip of it, but I'm not sure, what is a part of the presentation and what's not. So I would rework this. I'm not even going to bother with rating it. I like the color choice though. It reminds me of Pluralsight. I used to produce courses for Pluralsight.com. I mean, but it's oh, they changed up. Usually they have yeah, that's their branding colors right here. But either way, yeah, very good. Yeah, well, I can't say very good because I just spent time saying it wasn't. I could tell you can design well, but I think this just needs rethought in terms of layout for presenting the design. All right, let's go on next. Hey Gary, here's a 1-minute video of a portfolio website I'm working on for an artist. Looking forward to hearing your opinion. Thanks in advance. The section titles look like they have a text shadow from the recording for some reason, but they do not have it. Ignore that. Okay. Oh, we got a Google Drive. Oh, this is okay. Yeah, he mentioned it was a video. I'm gonna watch the video first to make sure I'm not gonna be trolled. I'm just gonna scroll through it. Maybe Sir Exotic did this already. Okay, it's good. All right. Let's sit here for a minute and watch this. All right. Pretty solid hero section. This is all solid as well. Good white space. All right. We got a good way to present with this thumbnail-based gallery the work. This is all good. This all looks good as well. All right, so here's the responsive mobile version. Yeah, I don't have anything too negative to really critique about this. It's almost done. All right, so what do you guys think that this person should get as a rating for their design on a scale of 1 being the worst and 10 being the best? $10, 8.7, 8.5, 10, 10, 10, 10. I'm going to say for this, we'll say 8. Yeah. And the reason I can't give it anything higher than that is because A, it's not fully realized in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, something that I can actually, play around with. And B, it doesn't look like there's anything too advanced happening in terms of like interesting animations or whatever. So yeah, 8, very solid. That's our best one today. Next one up is Vic. All right, okay, here's my work. All right, so this is another just image-based mock-up. Oh, man. Very low resolution. So low that I don't even think I can really critique this, because if I get this, look at this. How can I critique this? I can't. Yeah, you need to submit a larger resolution photo of your UI design. And preferably, there's so many tools out there right now that will actually allow you to share a live prototype, a web-based prototype, like Adobe Experience Design, Adobe XD. I think Figma does as well, and a few others. So I would stick to those from now on, and not just doing like this sort of thing. I could tell that the design here looks pretty solid. It does look solid from what is here, but unfortunately, it's too blurry. This is, yeah, no good in terms of, oh, here's Sir Exotic's submission. This is the submission from the guy who's helping me. Okay. A stylescape for a potential client that wants a website for a startup. Would love to get feedback on this, even though it's not a website yet. Well, there's a header. Okay. All right, well, let me close this out over here. This is another Behance. Okay. All right, let's scroll down. End-to-end encrypted file sharing for everybody. Okay, so it's just the header portion apparently right here that we have. For this, I think I don't know, for me, I would personally take the line height down, shrink it a little bit so that sharing is, this line's a little bit closer to this one, just a tad bit. Other than that, that's solid though. I think this is not a part of the UI design up here. I think this is just showing the icon here. For the logo, I'm not sure about the letter spacing. I think maybe getting it a little bit closer would be ideal. The logo itself is not bad. I mean, it's a folder. It might lack creativity in terms of being unique because we've seen these sort of folders before. It's always nice to have a secondary concept that's relevant based on what the business is outside of just showing a literal folder, if you know what I mean. So multi-purpose, working something in there that's unique. This right here, this is all good the way you've presented this. There we go. You kind of see things a little bit better. Typography, this is all pretty solid. These right here, these headings, a little bit larger, kind of hard to see. Oh, okay. This is solid right here. Yeah. Okay, so I should have scrolled down a little bit more right here, but no, this is for a hero section. This is good. Yeah, very good. Let me know what you guys think for this person's rating on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. It's pretty solid. I'm going to give it, I agree with most people here. I'm going to give it like an 8. Yeah, just like the same as last one. It's just not finished, so I can't rate it any higher than that. Very good, though. Next one is Hamza 777. All right, let's check that out. Her dad must be a ginger because she looks like she's blonde. All right, let's check this out. So let's translate this. Okay. Your personal insurance and financial expert. Let's scroll down. There's a lot happening here. All right, so we got scroll-based animations. We're coming in here. Just trying to get a gather on everything. Okay. So the top part, we definitely kind of have an issue. The logo being so close and also in the same background color as the navigation, it kind of makes the navigation, in a sense, it's not hard to see, but it's nice to have it in its own kind of defined container, in my opinion. So I'm trying to think about how you could possibly rewrite this based on, because you have 4 elements. You have the logo, you have the navigation, you have this call to action over here, and then the phone number. On this larger of a viewport, you could probably get away with taking this right here and putting it right to the left of the call to action right here. And perhaps putting it up on the same line, so make these right next to each other, putting it up on the same row as your logo, and then having a real small sort of bar above both of these elements that is colored differently for this information right here, which can be smaller. That's what I would do. Coming down here, I would push this away from the edge on this viewport at least, kind of push it away over a little bit more. Call to action is good. You want to make these bold just because when you're typing in here, they look exactly the same and the visual hierarchy gets lost there. You want the labels to be bold and separated visually from the rest of the actual input content. Otherwise, this is good. This is good over here. A little bit of empty space right here, but still not bad. Good call to action. This is good. Yeah, this isn't bad. This definitely probably wouldn't pass the contrast test, the ones that are not being hovered over. So you want to probably increase the contrast just a bit there. But yeah, this part's looking pretty good. Again, I would make those bold. Yeah. All right, what do you guys think on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best for this UI design? I'm going to say, like a 6.8, 6.9. Yeah, good stuff. Let's continue on. Submission 11. Single page app for a humble portfolio. I would love to see your feedback on it. All right, well, let's do it. Let's refresh this because we have some animation. Let's come down. All right, scroll-based animations. Okay, so first of all, I would get rid of this font. I know you're trying to be unique and maybe more personable, but it just makes it feel cheap and not very serious. Which you don't have to be ultra serious, of course. There's a middle ground. I say this is too far on the other side. So yeah, I would get rid of that. If you're gonna have a logo here, which almost kind of look pixelated in a sense, but if you're gonna have this logo, I mean, it'd be nice to have it over here as well, maybe as an icon to the left, in the same color. But I'm not sure having it right here, and especially with this type. After that, the way these sections came in, I'm refreshing, it took too long. So I know depending on how you're achieving that through one of these scroll-based animations, JavaScript libraries or whatever, you can make those come in a little bit faster. And also the offset, make it start coming in maybe right around here. I would do that as well because there's just too much time, like right there. Make those come in a little bit quicker based on the scroll position. But yeah, this right here, too many lines. I would get rid of the lines. Get rid of this line, get rid of that line, get rid of this line, and then space things out a little bit further. This works here. All right. Form works. Yeah. Okay. The rest is pretty good. So just those few things. What do you think this person should get a rating for? 1 being the worst, 10 being the best? Is my microphone buzzing? So I'm saying 6, 8, 6, 6.5, 8, 7. All right, I'm going to say 6.9 for this. 6.9. All right, let's continue on. Maybe I have no clue how I would fix a buzzing issue. So, all right, submission 12. We'll say, let's see here. Big fan of your show, Gary. It's great for noobs of web design like me. Okay. I don't have headphones. I used to have a $350 pair of headphones, and then our damn dog chewed them up. So as a matter of protest, I said I'm not buying another pair of fucking headphones. All right. Okay, so welcome to me. 5,000 subscribers. Okay. All right. Too many lines right there. Yeah, for sure. Welcome to Scare Me. Okay. Yeah, I would get rid of these lines because it's just, look how, just take a step back and just, what is your eye really focusing on? It's these big ass thick borders. So I would get rid of those entirely. So it's like top, yeah, get rid of that. And there's also the bottom one. It's already better. It's already a lot better like that. A little bit more easier to see. You can also set these up in a card-based style, like real big cards, at least on desktop. So that on the top of the card, you have the YouTube embed, and then at the bottom of the card, you have this. So just go to type in card, like UI card design, and Google, and you'll see what I mean. But other than that, pretty solid. Good button here, good footer down here. This type's good. Yeah. Let's check out this videos. All right. What do you guys think this person should get for headphones? Did I just say headphones? I was reading this. For a rating on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. What do you think this person should get for headphones? I don't know. Maybe the Bose headphones? All right, so somebody says, yeah, on desktop, you should not do the hamburger menu for UX purposes. It's unnecessary because you have all this space. It requires 2 clicks to do things. So 8.7, 6.5, 5.5. I'm gonna say 6.9 again for this. All right, so we have another super chat. Elevate, thank you very much, Sir Exotic. We'll get on that. All right, so let's get out of here. Urban Color Labs. He doesn't have that up going here, so let me right here. All right, this is the super chat review right here. All right. The logo, too small, in my opinion. It's too hard. I mean, I can read it, but it's real small, so I would change that up. Let's get rid of that. Now, right now, I don't know where I should be looking based on what's happening here. We have, okay, so I see there's like a hero section right here, but it's black, and then this thing down here is really throwing me off too because we have this big type right here. So there's a big issue with what's called visual hierarchy. Go to my YouTube channel search and type that term in, and there's a good video I did on it as well that goes more into depth about how to establish that. It seems like this right here should be the top of the website, not this part, because this has so much more emphasis on it. All right. This Our Services button gets lost based on this high contrast photograph. So I can't really see that. Too much happening here, unfortunately. All this animation in the background is really distracting and hard to see these icons and, basically, the various features that you offer. Yeah, this right here with the drop shadow, being red and blurry like this. Completely get rid of that. That's more of older school design. So I would just completely, stick to keeping it more simple. Try not to integrate these types of effects, especially in this context. Again, same thing here. These real highly contrast shadows, get rid of that completely. Same thing right down here. And then these interesting, even though in terms of JavaScript, they're interesting, they're kind of hard to read. So I would change that up. Try to keep things a lot more simple than what you have going here. Same thing with these buttons. I would really rework these and try to simplify them as much as possible. And then we see we can have an issue with readability right here in this type with this background image being so high contrast as it is with the white type sitting on top of it. So people aren't going to be able to read this at all. So yeah, there's some things happening right here, but there's definitely some things that you need to go back to the drawing board to improve for sure. Yeah. By the way, everybody, I'm going to be working on a premium UI UX design course, one that I'm going to be selling, but it's going to be very packed full of content. So it would be perfect for somebody like this who can design, but there's just some areas that they can definitely improve. All right, so thanks for that. What do you guys think this person should get for a rating? 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. Four, 6. Three, 5, 7. I'm gonna say for this, like the top card, it's actually pretty cool. I like this part, but yeah, I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say a 4 on this. All right, you get a 4. Let's go to Sir Exotic. There we go. Streck. This is my personal portfolio. By the way, we have less than 13. We have like 12 minutes left. So if you do want me to get to your review, you'll have to send the super chat over here. Just mention your Discord username. But I'm probably going to accept one of those because we're running out of time anyway. So this is my personal portfolio. I used some designs that I got impressed with. Takes some time to load. Almost completed. Neat idea regarding colors. Use full screen. It does take some time to load. I will say that. I mean, if you are going to have a site that takes that long to load, you should have a loading indicator of some sort. All right, we'll go full screen. So, all right. First of all, for some reason, this type is pixelated, and that does not look good at all. It's like jagged. Let's scroll down. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, my. Okay. Well, first of all, there's no reason why this should be taking that long to load because I don't see anything crazy here. So you need to really think, maybe there's some issues with your images being too large. Outside of that, this is just, you need to go back to the drawing board completely. It's cool that you have this little Pac-Man effect here, scroll-based animation. So I can see you can code, but in terms of UI design, these cards, I'm not even going to bother. You need to really do what I said earlier. If maybe you weren't here, so I'll reiterate. Go to sites like landbook.com and just recreate some of those designs just as a matter of practice. Don't copy them for actual clients, but as a matter of practice, recreate them in whatever application you use to design. I recommend something like Adobe XD or Figma, and just recreate those designs for every pixel. And it's going to help you once you go to actually create your own UI designs, because this is yeah, this is absolute 100% beginner level stuff. Like, there's just too many things happening wrong here, so it would just take me so long to be able to critique everything. So yeah, I just go back to the drawing board, and I would not publish this honestly. Just, you know, use it as a matter of practice. It's cool. You will get better if you did what I say, though, for sure. Just doing that initial exercise of recreating designs, it's going to help you understand. So yeah, I'm going to give this a rating of a 1. You get 1 here. You get a 1. There are some cool things happening here. I see you're focused on code here, so that's cool. Let's continue on. So exotic. Let's see here. We got. Okay. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce your name. All right. Let's see here. Let's translate this and get it over. All right. Learning programming is great. Okay. That exclamation point should be on the other side. I'm just kidding. I know that this is translating or whatever. All right, so the type is a little bit spaced out too far, like the line height. It's kind of hard to read and gather, so bring these together a little bit. Let's get this off of here. I like the colors. All right, and there's no scrolling, so this is all we have. Let's click this. All right, I'm going to get rid of that. Let's check the sign up page. This looks pretty good from what I see. All right, so for what it is, it's not too bad. I like the colors. The contrast is working. You need more white space or padding on the left and right of this button because it's too close. Although, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting. This is being translated. So yeah, this is actually good, how it stands right here. This right here doesn't look bad. So maybe it's just an issue with the fonts being translated or whatever. So yeah, this is pretty solid. I like the logo too. So what do you guys think for a rating of this? Scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. Seven, 8, 8, 8. Yeah, I'm going to give this an 8. Thank you, JV. All right, let's get rid of this. Yeah, for what it is, it's an 8, in my opinion. Hey, please review an app which I made to expand my portfolio. All right. We got The Matrix in the back. Me and my kids and my wife, we watched The Matrix, all 3 of them, last month. Let's type help. That's cool. It's a unique idea. I would put a space from the terminal sign here by default. So let's type in about. That's funny. Very interesting. Let's do portfolio. What happens then? None of these are my designs, just the code. Okay. Well, this is a coder, so it kind of makes sense. All right. Project 3. Well, that's all that happens is construction product supplier. Oh wait, I can click on them. Oh, okay, that's cool. Nice. Yeah, this is interesting. For a coder, this sort of makes sense. I would probably put more white space in the middle of, or padding on this container in the middle because it's a little bit close. So if I do this, well, this may be very a difficult ask here. Padding, where's the padding? So you have 15. There we go. That's a little bit better, like this. Yeah, definitely a lot better. So what do you guys think this person should get for a rating for their very unique project here? So for the UI design, I mean, it's a bash terminal. They always looked ugly in my opinion anyway. So I don't know if I can take too many points off for that. So it's very unique. I'm going to say a 7 for this. Cool stuff. All right. Hello, how are you? Review my questions and answers website. It's not so good, but I'm working on it. By the way, I'm going to do one more review, and then we're going to end it there. And then I'm going to announce something kind of cool here very shortly at the end. Okay, so the logo needs completely scrapped and reworked. If not that, you can't have this blue sort of greenish gradient on a blue background. It makes it hard to see. So at the very least, make it white, completely white like this AFQ. Up next, there's too many colors occurring here. So it's all jumbled in a sense. It makes it hard to follow. So I would rework this part as well. Let's click on one of these. Need help. All right, so it's basically just kind of questions and answers. This is not too bad here the way you have this set up. I think there's too much white space between the person's the labels right here and this part. Maybe just bring this up just a notch. But yeah, so definitely this area just needs more simplified. There's too many colors, so change that for sure. Especially this lime green on this gray, that doesn't work well. So I would just revisit the colors, maybe space them out a little bit more because they're all jumbled together. So also the user's name, not enough contrast at all. So if we use our contrast plugin here, I don't want to use that, exit that. Inspect this, that fails, see that? So if we improve it, that's where it should be. So it should be 707070 for the color code. All right, so what do you guys think for a rating for this on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best? Yeah, 10 being the best. Trying to talk too fast. Oh, my back. Ugh. God. Yeah, I'm going to say a 5 for this. Yeah, just a 5. Is that all the submissions that we have? No, this doesn't look like it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Hi, Gary. Please tell me about this. I'll tell you all about this. This is our last review, by the way. Oh, they took a picture of my body and put this guy's head on it. All right. Let's refresh this. Translate that. All right. Age, is supplementation taken seriously? All right. Pretty good call to action here. I see we have no header for a logo or navigation, which maybe is okay if this is just like a landing page. This section's pretty good. Good icons. I would make this stuff come in quicker because there's a fair amount of time where it's just blank. This works though so far. Pretty good type here. Instead of making this so long, like where they're all stacked on top of each other on this viewport, you could probably put these in a 2-column layout. But this works though. All right, good call to action here. Form. All right. Yeah, pretty solid overall. What do you guys think this person should get on a rating? 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. And this is our last one because it is now 5 seconds from 1 hour. I'm tired, man. All right, 9588. I'm going to say 7.8. I think that's a good one. Yep, 7.8. Very good. All right, everybody. Thanks a lot for following along. I probably here in the next week for sure, I'm going to be releasing a video announcing a contest. So we're going to do a contest here, and the contest is for. Let me show you a YouTube channel that has this. I know for sure this YouTube channel has this option already. Ola England. I'm a guitar nut, and this is a guitarist channel, and he has
What's up, everyone?
These merchandise T-shirts. So I have access to add merchandise in the form of T-shirts and other stuff. Right, that will show up right beneath all my videos to sell them. And we're going to have a T-shirt design contest, something that relates to like design and or coding, and trying to come up, and the contest is going to be based on trying to come up with a unique, interesting, witty T-shirt design concept that people will want to buy. And I will pay the winners. I'm not sure how many winners I'm going to have, but I will pay you, whoever wins, you know, somewhere between 50 and like $70 for the design. So yeah, I'll announce an actual video. I will upload a video on the YouTube channel for that with all the deadlines and stuff like that. So yeah, for sure, that'll be fun. And then we'll do it, of course, and have it set up, I think, here within the Discord server. So definitely check that out. Do I have paid instruction? I have older tutorials. I haven't probably put out, or courses rather. Probably haven't put out an actual course in probably well over a year, but I'm going to be doing that very shortly. So yeah, for sure. All right. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to head out, and yeah, I have a busy day ahead of me. So I will see you guys 2 weeks from now, because I'm doing these every 2 weeks. Now that may change back to weekly if I do get a new sponsor. So I've hit up a couple influencer networks with this opportunity for a sponsorship on my live streams. Because I was working with Skillshare. I still do Skillshare, the pre-roll ads on my videos, my regular videos that I upload throughout the week. But they decided to ditch the sponsorship that I did have with them for the live streams. So somebody else will come along though, and maybe we'll just do this every week. All right, guys, I'm going to get going. Thanks for the submissions and the super chats. I will see you later.